Hey howdy hey, how is everybody doing, and welcome back to Disney Daily. In today's video, we are looking at 10 celebrities that were almost cast in Star Wars. First up, we have the A-list actor himself, Leonardo Dicaprio, who was almost cast as Anakin Skywalker. As it turns out, the role was originally offered to Dicaprio, who at the time was very popular after his role as Jack Dawson in Titanic. Apparently, Dicaprio met with George Lucas but ultimately decided not to take the role. In an interview in 2014, Dicaprio revealed that at the time he felt he wasn't ready to take that dive into the Star Wars world. I can't help but wonder how Leonardo might have pulled off the Jedi turned Sith Anakin. Next on this list, we have Ryan Phillippe, who you may know from the 1999 cult classic Cruel Intentions as Sebastian. Phillippe was actually one of the lead contenders for Attack of the Clones. In fact, he got to screen test with Natalie Portman, who we all know would become our Padme Amidala. He ultimately didn't land the role because creators felt he was too old to play a 19-year-old Anakin. Next up, we have Kurt Russell, who almost played the sarcastic smuggler Han Solo. In addition to Ford, Kurt Russell made it into the final round for the role of Han Solo. It was in a 2017 interview that Russell revealed that he took himself out of the equation in terms of who would play Solo. Next up on this list, we have Al Pacino, who was also a lead contender to play Han Solo. As the story goes, Al Pacino revealed that the part was his for the taking, but that he didn't understand the script. Although he didn't play in the saga, it is something he says was a missed opportunity. Next up on this list, the legendary rap artist Tupac was almost cast as the notable Jedi Master Mace Windu. Rick Clifford, who was part of Tupac's label, reported that Tupac read for Windu for Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. However, the part of the Jedi Master ultimately went to Samuel L. Jackson, who starred alongside Tupac in the movie Juice. Many have speculated that Tupac would have played the Jedi had it not been for his untimely death in 1996. It is incredibly hard to imagine the distinguished voice of Darth Vader coming from anyone else other than James Earl Jones. But did you know James Earl Jones was not George Lucas's first choice? It was actually Orson Welles, who you may know from the 1941 movie Citizen Kane. When it came down to Welles and Jones, Lucas said it was a tough choice but an easy one. Not only did George Lucas instantly know that James Earl Jones was the voice of Vader, but he worried that Welles' voice was too recognizable. His vision for the ultimate villain's voice was not only unique but powerful, one that everyone would instantly remember as the legendary Sith Lord. Great choice on that one, George. Next on this list, did you know that Jar Jar Binks was almost played by Michael Jackson? In the early stages of development for Episode 1, Jackson was considered. Jackson was ultimately not cast for the role because his vision for Jar Jar was tremendously different from George Lucas's vision. Ahmed Best, who ended up being cast for Star Wars, recalled when George Lucas introduced him to Jackson. He said that Jackson's vision for Jar Jar was of him in prosthetics and heavy makeup like in the Thriller music video, but Lucas wanted it in CGI. Next up, our honorable Princess Leia was almost played by Silence of the Lambs actress Jodie Foster. Foster was not cast due to two main issues: her age and scheduling conflicts. The then 14-year-old Jodie was a top contender for Leia, but creators felt the romance between the 24-year-old Luke and 33-year-old Han was not only creepy but unrealistic. Ultimately, the role was given to a more age-appropriate 20-year-old Carrie Fisher. Next up, we have Darth Maul, who was almost portrayed by actor Benicio del Toro. Now, we know Del Toro made his way into the saga as DJ in the 7th installment. However, Del Toro was cast as the original Darth Maul. I am not gonna lie to you guys, I would have loved to see Del Toro bring this character to life. He ended up walking away from the project when they limited Maul's dialogue. Last but not least, we have Jim Henson, who almost brought to life the cute but powerful Yoda. For those of you who may not know, Henson was the creator of The Muppets. Although he turned down the chance to voice Yoda, he did help out with the building of the Yoda puppet. Additionally, it was Henson who recommended Frank Oz to be the voice of the Jedi Master. To conclude this video, my question to you all is, who is your favorite Star Wars character? As always, thanks for being my guest here at Disney Daily. Until next time.